And welcome back to the Southeast Asia Clash of Champions. My name is Faraz and I'm here with Lysander. Lysander, are we ready to get into the next semifinals?
Oh, yes, we are. We're going to need the crowd's help on this. You had your lunch, you had your morning coffee. There's no more excuse to not be hyped. I think we just had a lot of fun with the family challenge, and now we want to get the crowd a little bit revved up before we bring on our semifinalists. How's that sound?
Let's do this.
Okay, guys, we're going to need you guys to cheer and clap when the teams come out, but now we're going to do a test run, all right? I know sometimes it's a little bit hard, it takes a little bit of a start, but we're going to trust in you guys to bring the hype. Does that sound good? Yes! All right.
I see the guys in the front, okay? These guys have been talking to me. They're ready to hype it up, okay? We're going to get them to hype up.
All right. Why don't you try?
Okay. All right, guys. Over there, I need you guys to listen to me, okay? You guys are talking to me. I know you're hyped up because they kept asking me about a semi-final match. I need you to hype it up because the teams are waiting and they need your energy to play the next game, okay? On my count, I want everybody to shout and cheer so that everybody outside can hear that the esports crowd is crazy, okay?
That's right. All right, so just pretend I'm the one walking on stage and then you guys give me an applause, right? If not, I'll cry. So let's go. All right, on the count of 3.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
You count me, so I would pretend like I'm the one walking on stage.
All right, let's do it.
If they don't clap, I'll cry.
Okay, all right, everybody. 1, 2, 3.
All right. This is something better, right? This is much better. And all right, so I'm getting the introduction. So this is just a draft, guys. So this is what's gonna happen. Imagine I'm walking on stage, you guys are cheering, I'm just doing all that, and then we're gonna roll this video, and then you're gonna really clap it up for the teams themselves. All right. I didn't know the production is gonna. I didn't know production is gonna prank me on this one, but hey, they gave me the full effect, and I'm glad. So I'm gonna need that same energy when we bring up our first team. Faraz, who are our first?
All right, our first team is going to be all the way from Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Cignal Ultra!
These boys have been, through the thick and thin, for day one, it's been a tough road. They went 1-1, just barely getting to day 2, but now they're ready. Day 2 is revving up. Like they had their coffee. They're ready to come into day 2 strong.
And the thing is, before you go to the second team, there was one person in the crowd that actually screamed, I want that person to scream again, because that was really good.
And that was really good. I love that energy. Can we show that same energy for the second team, the home team from Singapore, EVOS Esports? These guys went 2-0 yesterday, looking to clean that record, keep that record clean, and take out their opponents. Can they do it? We're about to find out. But Faraz, first up, we gotta do some official business.
Of course, Cignal Ultra and EVOS Esports, you guys may shake hands and get to your battle stations. But last time we got something you want to show to the crowd, right?
Yes, we do. These guys sat down for an interview before day 1 happened. They shared a little bit about themselves. Some of them shared some pretty interesting stories. We're about to look at them. So when they sit down, we'll have a short little interview segment they'll play. Enjoy the clip, folks.
Hi guys, we are EVOS Esports.
For our team's past achievement in MPL, MYSG seasons 2 and 3, in both we came in as second.
I think it's not very sure whether we can emerge the champion for this year, but we'll still try our best. Like, we shouldn't be overconfident for this.
I think what the team expects the most from this tournament is actually to get a revenge back from Geek Fam. We lost to them in the playoffs, and this is a good chance for us to show them that, we're not someone to mess with.
I think the toughest opponent will be Cignal. After all, they won the MPL Season 2 Philippines.
We train very hard lah. Like we train at least 6 days a week and at least 4 hours a day.
I think playing in our homeland, of course, it gives us a bit more confidence. I mean, the crowd is Singaporeans, but with or without the support, we'll always try our best to make Singapore proud.
Hi, we are
Cignal Ultra! We are the first runner-up on MPL Season 1 in the Philippines and the first runner-up na second pa rin. First runner-up in the MSC, second season, and the champion of MPL Season 2 Philippines.
We're expecting to be great. This tournament will be great because there's a lot of champions here.
I think the toughest opponent would be GeekFam since they're the latest MPL champion, Malaysia, Singapore. I've watched their gameplays and they're the closest meta as of now to this tournament.
We do our usual routine. We practice for about 6 to 8 hours. But right now it is much harder and more strict. Yeah, we focus on training.
We feel very honored to represent the Philippines. I would like to thank all of the fans of Cignal Ultra for their undying love and support. You are the best fans and we could not ask for more. And we will do our best.
Of course, each country has a different meta, and I think it matters most on its uniqueness. And I think Philippine meta is the best.
Meta is the best. EVOS, they put in a lot of effort. They think that they can come out on top, but it's careful not to have to be careful not to be overconfident. We'll see which side emerges victorious. We talked about EVOS and their perfect 2-0 yesterday. Cignal with their 1-1. Can this go? I mean, can this go to 3 games? I think that is the question that we'll be asking the crowd. And I think you wanted to, get those folks that were hyped earlier on.
I just want to mention something.
You really want to mention.
Cignal Ultra, these guys are crazy. They're laughing at their own interview every single time one of them goes up. These guys are crazy. And I hope both of these teams can bring up their best, and we're going to see those 3 games. Now, again, we're going to need the crowd to get hyped up. So I'm going to go down. And
You're going to go down. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Faraz has got some fans in the crowd that are extra powerful when it comes to the
These
cheers.
guys are cheering for the Singapore team. I want to see how loud they can be with the microphone. I want you to cheer for your Singapore team. Okay, it's going to be you. Okay, all right. Okay.
All right, for
let's
the home
see.
team, EVOS SG, can we hear?
Now, let's do it. Whoa.
Hey, all right, Faraz, let's balance it out. Any Cignal Ultra fans in the crowd? There we go,
Let me find some Cignal Ultra. Come over here, man. All right, come on. 1, 2, 3, give it to me.
Cignal Ultra!
All right, one more time for both teams before we throw it over to our commentators, Cyclops and Abstract. Boys, take it away, crowd, cheer them on.
Everyone back to the Southeast Asia Clash of Champions tournament right here, Mobile Legends. You are here with me, Cyclops and Abstract.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for the huge hype in here, and the crowd has been growing ever slowly, and eventually now we are getting a crowd this big now. So earlier in the morning it was pretty slow, and then now suddenly just wow.
Yeah, thank
I'm pretty
you.
sure the grand finals will become even
Thank you
greater
everyone for come down to support at Suntec. This is my first time traveling to Singapore this year, and I would like to say that everything was wonderful. The food, and the weather, and also the match, the games.
Exactly. So with here on the screen, you have already witnessed PSG.RRQ against GeekFam. Unfortunately, GeekFam did not manage to get a single point off of RRQ. But how about EVOS Esports against Cignal Ultra, which is a game that we're going to see now. Whichever team were to win, they will advance to the grand finals to face against PSG.RRQ.
Well, my personal thoughts is that this is going to be a best of 3 games. That means it should be 2-1, but I still don't know who's gonna come out of this one alive.
Exactly.
Will be a really grudge match between the two. I believe that it's going to be the team fight right off the bat. As soon as it starts, it's gonna go into each other. Woo!
I believe
Are you excited?
Well, excited is understatement.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm always bouncing off my seats when team fight is happening. I'll just happen to be standing up.
Crazy,
In case you see at the castle station, why is one guy just crazily standing up? Yeah, that's probably me overhyping myself for absolutely no reason. But well, what do you think? How do you think that this game will go? Is like you said, it's going to be early game aggression, blah blah blah. But well, do you think that it will be a fast game, or would it be a completely slowed out the game.
I think that the average time it should be around like 14-15 minutes. It's not going to be like 10 or 11 for sure. And I believe that we might see some surprise pick from Team Cignal Ultra, as yesterday they drawn out like Estes, you remember? Estes and wrong Dicky together. Estes and what?
We got Estes. We've got
the tank.
Alice, as well as Belleric, I think.
Yeah, Barrick. Yes, Estes and Barrick together, which is something really unusual in a pro scene. And the fact that they have two support in just one team was so crazy, because people are kind of overlook the supports these days. They're all aiming, they all focus on maybe two fighters, one tank, one assassin, or a mage.
Correct. It's very common, or rather is by far the meta, to actually have two tanks or one tank, one support, alongside with a single mage that can be an assassin slash mage. Those kinds of heroes that farm through the corpse of their enemies, and then two farmers who then will get themselves to the side lane and off lanes.
Alright, man. Well, no time. We don't have to wait anymore, because it's already in the band pick phase. Let's see what they're gonna pick. Is this gonna be like the secret strat?
I would like to see a secret strategy for EVOS Esports and Cignal Ultra. Well, this is the time to bring out your trump card. Bring out and just let everyone see what exactly you have behind the sleeves, and of course under the sleeves, whatever you have under my sleeve, there's completely nothing. Of course, for the first BP we have EVOS Esports, and second BP is going to be Cignal Ultra.
Lunox Claude banned. I'm kind of surprised with the Claude first ban from the EVOS side. That must be a respect ban to the Cignal Ultra one. Or maybe they see the power of Claude in the PSG.RRQ match, and they was like, oh man, can't stand that one. Harit gone as well, so no more Silent Force.
So that's interesting how EVOS Esports chose to ban heroes that are not commonly banned, like for example Kufra, Kaya. In this case, Cignal Ultra decided to go for the meta by banning Lunox as well as Kaya. So what's going to be available for EVOS Esports is going to be Grok and Kimi, as well as Kufra. So in this case, there is these three great ass hero that is available on the board right now, and it does seem like EVOS Esports is looking forward to get that Kimi. But unfortunately, that will mean that they will have to surrender Grok as well as Kufra over to Cignal Ultra.
Spending so much time to do the first pick, and it's the Kimi. Now we got a chance to go for like Grok Show or even Grok Kufra. Oh, it's gonna be Grok Kufra.
It will definitely be Grok Kufra. So what's gonna happen from EVOS Esports side? What they can do is that they don't really have to bother picking out two of the tanks. All they gotta do is pick up Cho or even Akai, and then go for a Leomord or even a Hellcat, Guinevere. There's quite a lot of choices that they can pick up here.
I would love to go something like support, maybe a Dicky to just taking care of Kimi and all the other guys.
So the time is running out soon. I would say that they will probably go for one tank, which is Cho, and then the other
Minotaur.
Interesting. So instead, they're going to go. Doesn't that mean that Cignal Ultra will want to pick Diggy? No, they can't, because they picked out the double tank. So
it's
interesting.
It's kind of interesting, yeah.
They can't pick up the Diggy now,
especially the fact that picking Joe into a barrier of Grok and also the bouncing ball from Kufra is interesting here. And also, if you take a look, Minotaur and Joe both are mobility tanker and mobility opener, and I think they're gonna have a problem dealing with the bouncing balls that zone them out somehow.
So I see in some sense what EVOS Esports is trying to do, and it does seem like the drafting stage is kind of playing along to EVOS Esports' grasp right now. They made Cignal Ultra pick out the two tanks early on, because Kufra as well as Grok is just too good to not pick them up. But that just means that they have already fulfilled that two tank / one tank one support role, which means they are unable to pick out the Diggy after EVOS Esports pick out Cho as well as Minotaur, because what directly counters them is going to be Diggy. If Cignal Ultra goes out for the Diggy, it will be devastating for Cignal Ultra themselves, and that will be where they crumble.
Oh man, yeah, that's a good point. And indeed, we are looking for the Dicky right here, Selena.
So I don't think that EVOS Esports will even bother picking out the Diggy for themselves, due to the fact that the amount of CCs coming out of Cignal Ultra is not that huge. But what they need is, the thing is, are they going to use Cho as the tank, or are they going to use him as the fighter? They need a single mage unless they want to make Kimi that specific mage that they want. Harif is banned, so that's gone. Fusion, as well as Lapu Lapu. So in that case,
I think this one is going to be like the bloodbath match for sure, as no support has been picked at all. They just want to go like all in, both team, and decided on like which army is going to be better, and it's Alice right here.
Alice again. We're going to see Alice coming from Cignal Ultra again, and in which case Desania is going to be the one piloting Alice. And ladies and gentlemen, the last change of in 15 seconds, and once again, this is going to be the semi-finals best of 3, game number 1 between EVOS Esports SG versus Cignal Ultra Philippines.
Yes, indeed.
Game number 1. Don't worry, I'm pretty sure that we'll go to all 3 games, because these 2 teams, I'm pretty sure they are unrivaled and very, very scary at the same time. So, in the meantime, let's go through with the lineup for both sides. For EVOS Esports, we have Lapu Lapu, that's played by Soul. JPL is going to be playing as Joe. Playing as Joe. Yes, Odia Baby playing as Gushan. Ace right onto Minotaur. And finally, we have Odia.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield.
Ace as Minotaur.
Smash them.
That's pretty much about right, yes.
All
on the other side, we do have Cignal Ultra, Yako onto Leomor, Tats onto Kufra, Desania playing as Alice, D right onto Grok, and Few as the Abyssal Selena. We do have them right in the center lane, and I believe that something interesting is about to pop out soon.
Alright, back to the game, and look at what happened right here. Kufra getting harassed a lot. He almost died here. That might be the first one diving in into Tyrant. Kimi got him, but he might go down because of the Tyrant too. But yeah, however, he got away. Look at the top lane. It's Kufra here, solo lane on top. Having a great time farming creeps.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is the exact reason why Kimi is banned, and why Kimi is a hero to be banned. And well, I can go on with more and more, but Kimi, you can kite at the same time, you can do damage at the same time, at a consistent damage, consistent speed, and well, it's just disgusting.
It was a great start for the Singaporean side, but look at that, grouping up as 3, trying to put the pressures on top lane of Team EVOS. It's Lapu Lapu right there. Meanwhile, bottom lane, it's Kimi trying to put the pressures on the bottom laners of Team Cignal too.
This is going to be hard. Here in the middle lane, we do have Fusion going in with the daggers, dealing quite some damage right on the D and Desania. But we have seen this from Cignal Ultra before. Desania and D in the middle lane with Alice as well.
Middle lane will be quite even fight between Joe and also Gusion versus Grok. And
Turtle resurrecting soon.
Let's take a look at that.
It's going to be tough. It's definitely going to be tough, guys, as Gushan might not have the optimal farm. In the meantime, Selena is already at level 4, and so is Alice.
That was
Way of the Dragon!
Go in! The first time using Way of the Dragon to finish off Alice right from the tower.
Even though Alice did pop her ultimate, it definitely did not save her from any of that action. That is right. Too late.
Now let's fight for the turtle right here. Ready to spin around for the power nature. Here we go. Minon Fairy. Ready? No, not yet. But look at that. Gusion is the one who's slashing everyone. Here, come on, man. You need a haircut? I'm gonna have to do a haircut. Good right here for Gusion at the bottom of the monitor. Look at that. Spinning around. Lapu even joined the team fight. Double kill for the Singaporean side.
Well, a great team fight coming in from both sides. It does seem like EVOS Esports has got the better side of that trade-off, even though Cignal Ultra did manage to get that turtle. When D went in with the power of nature, the turtle has been submitted to them. But EVOS Esports turned things around and was able to make full use of the positioning and got kills. There's equivalent to quite a
Kimmy
lot.
is still being a Kimmy. Look at that. He's just floating here and there, shooting the damage. Better be careful because Minotaur is not that far away. He's trying to manage his fury.
There's a little bit more farming situation at the bottom lane, and this is pretty much what they should do. Let EVOS Esports, they themselves, they need to farm as much as possible. In the meantime, Cignal Ultra, they have to find a way to actually break in the barriers and actually go straight for the objectives, such as going to the top lane. But the thing is, it's pretty much been covered quite well. Yako is actually knocking onto the first tier turret at the top lane, but they are just going around, merry-go-round, round and round.
Yeah.
What exactly do they have to do? It's really going to be tough for Cignal Ultra.
Oh no, let's
Middle
take a look
lane
at
though.
Gilly. He's just gonna go in. Joe, for the first time, going for the triple punch, and he haven't released his Wave the Dragon yet. Oh no, he did.
He did. He used it as the initiation tool from JPL right
catch
onto
that.
D. And with that said, they did manage to get an easy kill off to D, and this is pretty much a 1-for-1. Not really. It's a 1-by-1 trade.
resurrecting
Oh,
They have
nice
to-
arrow from Selena, but can they stop the Gusion from charging in?
Looks like that is a no. EVOS Esports has got the aggression. They have got the map control as well. They got the bottom lane turret once now, and middle lane shouldn't be an issue at all now that that is down. Kufra is still steadily farming at the bottom lane, just defending just a little bit, but he should really be joining the forces here with Cignal Ultra now.
Time to go in using a little bit of Shadow Blade just to try to harass on the tanker. The fact that he doesn't have that much HP, so it will be quite hard. And now Gusion is just non-stop slain one more time with the Shadow Blade Slaughter, and it's time to go to the Turtle Pit.
So it looks like it's a very well calculated move coming from EVOS Esports. I was thinking, why would they deploy all 5 people to go and kill Leomon? They only required 2, but in the end, they changed the direction of their attack, and then in the end, did manage to get the turtle. And also a bonus of Grok. Cignal Ultra is falling apart right now.
This is quite bad, as we say all the time that the early game play is very important for the latest meta game. If you lose early game, it will be super hard for you to come back in the mid game and late game. So let's see how Cignal Ultra are gonna pick themselves up after such a bad start.
I don't think that Cignal Ultra has got really good creep clearing abilities, but in the meantime, it does seem like EVOS Esports did manage to tally out the tower advantage.
Take a look at this. I think he's just gonna go in one more time. Gusion, Kimmy, forces Grok away from the turrets, and now it's a killing spree for Gusion. Is he just picking up one by one? This is so easy for Gusion.
It's really it's really hard to understand. He has been. Oh, hold on a second, as we do have Tess actually being on bouncing ball mode, going in for the Tyrant's revenge, but unfortunately wasn't able to do quite much with 2 killing spree right onto EVOS Esports' head.
Oh man, EVOS Esports, come on man, pick themselves up. Still got more chance for EVOS Esports, but they just need to find the turning point. But even though the killing score looks so big different, but if you take a look at net worth, it's still not that far away.
It is not that far indeed. I believe that Leomon did manage to get a pretty decent farm over at the top lane. Not to forget, Cignal Ultra does have 3 towers, meanwhile EVOS Esports have 4 towers. So it's rather understandable and about right. Odell Baby trying to go for the kill right on the field, and Solida just being how annoying that she is. But who knows? Kimmy, still being a Kimmy. It is a 3 against 1 situation, and all Selena had to do was to get a kill onto Gusion just to tally it out, but unfortunately wasn't able to do that.
Every time that the hard carry of team Cignal Ultra died, it's just gonna have to waste that time waiting for him
Turtle
to
resurrecting
survive
soon.
in order to go in once again, but they are not going to wait. They charged with a wild charge, didn't even have to use the barrier, and it was a shut down on the
Kimmy.
Yeah.
The Kimmy is finally dead now, but in the meantime at the top lane it does seem like Yako is dropping down low, and Gusion goes in straight for the kill and manages to snag another one for the team. Ace going straight in, and of course a nice Minoan Fury, but no follow-ups yet.
Yeah, I'm trying to go for more, now jumping on him as well. Attack on that Kufra. Nothing happening that much. Oh, trying to sort that Brock out as his teammate is trying to take down the turtle at the moment. Strikes again. Joe already using Blade of the Dragon, but nothing actually happened yet. Nobody dies despite a lot of spell has been cast.
The turtle has been eliminated by the Lord himself as the Lord emerges from the depths of hell and now is available for the taking for any one of these two teams. With the abyssal arrow launching out right on top of the head of Minotaur, we have Bambi chasing right on the field, but he will be able to sidestep that just right in time. How are they going to stay alive with the onslaught, with the Lord right behind of them?
Oh, Tyrant's Rage, that was quite good one, but Lord is half HP, who's gonna get that one? The fight goes on, the Lord still's on as well. On top lane, Gusion trying to run away, he cannot be shut down, but at the same time he deal damage too, going back in with the Shadow Blade Slaughter once again, killing spree for the Kimmy, shooting non-stop the Kimmy machine gun, works so good.
This is EVOS Esports at their ultimate prime, and Lord actually got a kill onto Lapu Lapu. So Lapu Lapu pretty much kind of thought that he could have handled the Lord alone, but if he managed to, it would have been such a great feat. In the end, EVOS Esports still managed to win the entire trade-off. They got the Lord, they got the Q count, and they got 8,000 gold advantage.
Shadow Blade Slaughter, all the stuff, everything is on team. It's on Team EVO's side. All they need to do is just try to take control of this one and end the game with happy ending. Come on, man.
All they gotta do is bring down a second turret here in the middle lane so they can go for a 2-lane push. Unless Gusion is interested in getting the second turret at the bottom lane as well, they can go for the great trifecta. Try to bring down all 3 lanes at once because they cannot afford to let Cignal Ultra farm anymore from this point on.
Maybe it's time to siege in. You think they're ready? The
Lord
Lord is coming out on top lane. Let's see how they're gonna do with that. Can Joe just jump over the barrier inside and do some wave the dragon? They're just gonna go in the middle here.
There we go.
Up by Joe on 2. Every small spells on the small area. Broke now. Oh, look at the middle on Fury on 5. But can they holding on? All of them just dropping so low. Leomos on horseback. Cut down on 2 double kills already for Selena. However, Minotaur Slave one down. Mega kill for Kimmy. He's still alive, but he was cleaved down by Selena and Leomon.
It's just 2 tanks now. There is no way that they can change this tide away, but it doesn't matter, as all EVOS Esports' main objective is to bring down a single turret. They could have gotten 2 down, they could have gotten 3 down even, but the thing is, as long as they got 1, it is pretty okay now. Now they have to find another chance to push into the turrets. That moment can only be when 3 men of Cignal Ultra goes down or when the level 2 Lord appears.
They
But
lost one
level 2
lane.
Lord might be too late.
Do you think they is actually affect that much when they already lost 1 lane?
Well, it will not affect as much because 1 lane is still possible to defend against. They can afford to lose that.
Some fight happening on top lane, long range from Selena Arrow. Abyssal Arrow works so well right here. Turn on the calling, but the Barbiel, but it's not gonna help it. Jumping in with the Minotaur Fury, spinning around as well by Grok. The Power Nature, all the spell that need to be used. That as they try to defend, the Shadow Blade Slaughter still kill 1 more, and Kufra, another tankers of team Cignal Ultra falls down.
And this is looking pretty bad as Selena is coming to the later part of the game. She is not able to dish out that AoE damage as she can only single out 1 person, which still might not be enough because most of the enemies here that is presented in front of Selena have got a high mobility. It's pretty difficult to land anything, but with the Abyssal Arrow followed by a wild charge right, Odia Bambi, but he is still alive even with the Abyssal Arrow out, not being able to land on anything. Now we have 2 inhibitor turrets that's already down, making Cignal Ultra a lot more difficult to deal with that.
Yeah, it's 11k. I hate the server network. Can Cignal Ultra coming back from this? They still have gotta deal with the Lapu Lapu, and also the biggest problem of Cignal Ultra is Gusion. It's so hard to kill that Gusion because it's high mobility. But look at this one. This might be the last team fight to determine who's gonna be the winner of this one. They forming around, go in with the Shadow Blade Slaughter.
Went in.
I think they'll fall back.
Yeah, this is definitely the time for them to actually fall back, play it safe, and the thing is, they will lose the map control at this point of time, but they don't have to care. The thing is that they can't care about it at all. They have to defend top lane, they have to defend middle lane, but most importantly, bottom lane will be under siege soon. And this is the time whereby EVOS Esports will want to break the barriers of Cignal Ultra.
Oh no, Cignal Ultra trying so hard to stop that momentum to clear all the creep wave, shooting out with the abyssal arrow, but didn't hit Temenon. Anyone for EVOS, they still hiding in the bush, waiting for them to come out.
Level 2 Lord is now available. EVOS Esports, they have to make sure that they have the map control. In the meantime, we do have a lot of CCs coming up. Fury is right now, low in HP right now. And we got Fabio coming straight out. Abyssal Arrow coming from Test for the rest of it. And look at he trying to go to Power Nature. In the meantime, Yakun currently low in HP. JPL trying to do everything else. He still have immortality. With maximum charge coming straight in. Right on the Cignal Ultra. Phil goes straight in. Kufa gets the kill. Unable to do anything. Ace is all alone. JPL tries to get away the whole time. Cignal Ultra. They have to get on EVOS Esports. You a double kill coming in right on the Kufra, and they managed to defend against EVOS Esports.
Yeah, one more time they did a great defense. It was man, they still cannot break in. You know how hard they tried for the Singaporean side. They were so close to it, but still, the shrine is still there.
This is the time, perhaps the time for Cignal Ultra to actually turn this game around. Because at this point of time, there is a small possibility that the goal lead is no longer needed. Because if they were to win the level 2 Lord, which seems to be the case, it will push down the top lane. And that is going to be hard. Because Cignal Ultra will then push in the middle lane and balance it out.
Yeah, man.
This is the balance. This is the ultimate yin and yang between EVOS Esports SG versus Cignal Ultra Philippines. This is only game number 1, and yet they have given us quite a show. Exactly how Cignal Ultra is going to turn this game around, and it will be history.
Yeah, it's not that far away from each other in terms of network, and right now they all getting so near to each other. They're trying to do a bait. This might be a very, very important team fight as Cignal Ultra is moving in, trying to catch Grok with a barrier maybe, but it was up a little bit too slow. The rest of team Cignal Ultra moving in, ready for all the ultimate, spinning around with the power nature. The tower is about to close down. Leomord on his horseback, and he's just tracking with all the momentum. Blocked with the barrier. Wild charge coming in as well. Joe need to run away from himself. Cignal Ultra ultimate pushback is about to begin, spinning around, and its team's enemy turret has destroyed, and they are happy about that. The might go for round 2. It's not done yet.
The middle lane turret is down, top lane turret is down, but unfortunately, the level 2 Lord is down. The thing is, EVOS Esports, they did all they need to. They knew that they have to push right onto the Lord and forget about middle lane, so that Cignal Ultra will then rotate themselves to the top lane to clear that point out. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this game is almost balanced.
Almost indeed, and they all clear all the pieces outside, and it's time for Team Cignal Ultra to poke on the door of EVOS Esports for the first time. They still hanging around, but I think they will jump in and go in soon. Cignal Ultra waiting for the signal to move, and here we go. The momentum starts first.
The creeps slowly knocking on the doors on the middle lane. Cignal Ultra waiting for the perfect time, waiting for EVOS Esports to make a single mistake, waiting for the creeps to come in together to go for the final trifecta push.
Yeah, man, waiting for it. But they also don't want to make any risk. That it's Team EVOS Esports who decide to push out. Kufra is in front, hit the arrow, but he didn't hit anyone. Air ball from Selena.
Looks like this game might be prolonged because Cignal Ultra does not see the way to move in at all. Maybe they have to wait for a level 3 Lord. Maybe one side will make a mistake.
Yeah, I think this is the longest game in the tournament so far. It's already,
yes, it is.
Yes,
both sides, they cannot make a single mistake.
Come on, man, who's gonna win this one?
Both
Who's
sides
gonna start first?
Either side cannot make a mistake. A single mistake will cost you one game.
This is just like the ancient time that you're trying to siege the castle. Wait until they're running out of food. Cignal It is the time to go in its team. EVOS trying to come out of the base, and Terran is shooting, block out with the barrier. Nobody can go back in the base now. You have to fight until the very end. Die or win. It's right here. Go in with the middle of building. All the stuff spinning around, and its team EVOS still hanging on.
Yako has immortality, he will be back, but the Tyrant snipes him all off, and Cignal Ultra with 2 men down with a nice pistol arrow right on JPL. EVOS Esports, they want more, they want blood. Now Steve, he wants to get himself back now, and so is Bambi. They are chasing.
Oh my goodness!
They are chasing.
It's time to push back. 3v5 of team Cignal Ultra. Can they defend? They're gonna lose one more. Leon got him. Slaughter Shadow Blade doing his job so well. The next one is going to be the hard carry. Selena not gonna get away.
And just like that, they have it. They might have it. The entirety of EVOS Esports, they are low in HP. They have 1 lane of creeps that's charging right into the base, and that is all they need. That is all they need. But B at the top lane, he's hitting down. Meets the Barbarian, but Death goes straight in with a revenge. But unfortunately, Cignal Ultra loses the first round.
Victory!
That was great. What a great first game of the series. It is just the first one. And EVOS Esports from Singapore just, grabbed the first game in such a hard fight. What a play from both teams, EVOS have shown us that even though they lost the early game, but they still can come back in mid game and manage to hold on until almost 20 minutes.
It's really amazing coming in from EVOS Esports. If I can crunch it all the way down, they kind of have a way to deal with every situation. I'm pretty sure that EVOS Esports did not expect that Cignal Esports will be able to get the level 2 Lord. The thing is, they did.
Yeah.
They knew that they cannot wait for the Lord to push into their base, then they defend it. They had to push all the way out. As risky as it sounds, they had to push all the way to the Lord, right onto the 50 mark of the map.
Yeah.
And that is when Cignal Ultra knew they cannot go for the double lane push. They cannot push down in the middle lane to balance it out. That is when Cignal Ultra have to make a rotation all the way up. And that was where the fight erupted all over again. EVOS Esports knew that they cannot continue to fight over there. They slowly backed down.
Yeah.
But the main objective is kill the level 2 Lord, and they did it.
I kind of agree with you, and I would like to point out some initiation from the EVOS Esports. The winning side was superb, and I think Cignal Ultra need to do a homework about their early game, because if you want to win in game 2 against EVOS Esports, you cannot just feed the hard carry of EVOS just like that. I mean, I'm talking about the Gusion. He getting so many easy kills in early game. Right from the start, he get first blood, and then after that 2, 3, 4 kills. And how are you gonna stop that? In the moment that you're trying to do something, the Gusion is already level 6, level 7 already.
The Kimi was the one that unleashed terror onto Kufra.
I mean, I think Kimi is the one who actually
was the one
drawn attention.
Correct.
And give that Gusion a really 1v1 lane on top. And when you laning with Gusion 1v1, it's so scary that you're gonna get dived to the tower because of the Shadow Blade, Slaughter, and all the spells that he has. He has high mobility and a very high damage. And I think we gotta give the credit to Kimi that have drawn so many of Cignal Ultra players to the bottom lane instead of put the pressures on the Gusion on top.
So far, I think that Cignal Ultra, like you said, early game is probably it didn't go as well as they thought for the early part of the game. Otherwise, most of the other games they were doing pretty well. But for this time, it does seem like they have rotations that wasn't quite needed. And unfortunately for them, they lost the edge, they lost the momentum. Although they did manage to see a slight glimmer of hope and a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. They wasn't able to fully grasp that moment.
It will be a totally different story if they doing just a little bit better in early game for Cignal Ultra, and that's what I'm worried about the Singaporean side. I mean, yeah, you might did a great early game, but that kind of early game is supposed to have the easy ending. But what happened to you? I mean, you're trying to push in like 2 or 3 or 4 times when, I mean, yeah, you're supposed to have a really happy ending and quite easy to just grab the shrine. But yeah, I think it have shown some sign of problem of Team EVOS too.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna go in for game number 2 of this best of 3 series semi-finals of EVOS Esports against Cignal Ultra really soon. And once we do that, we will go back. We'll go straight into the drafting stage for that. So no breaks. Don't worry. It is a back-to-back series for this part of the competition. All right.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long way, and
So-
it seems like the team is ready. Shall we go into the banding phase now? All right.
All right. So we will halt that for a while as we manage to get a tip off. But in the meantime, let me just help you guys understand what exactly is at stake here. All right. So we are fighting for these players are fighting for the to the spot at the grand finals. Correct. So whoever is unable to go to the next bracket, they will be crowned as third place, as second runner up, and so will the other bracket. So there will be essentially two second runner ups in this tournament, and what they will bring home is 1,000 USD alongside with a second runner up medal. As for the grand finals wise, the first place teams will go back home with 5,000 USD along with a tournament trophy. Second place.
Have you
the
seen
first
this
runner-up.
trophy yet?
It is right
nice,
in front
man.
of the stage. For those people who are unaware of the presence of the trophy yet, that trophy is right there. The champion will go home with that. Second place, the first runner-up, goes back home with 2,500 USD alongside with a medal. So everyone goes home happy, everyone goes home with something.
Yeah, everyone. I kind of like how they managed this tournament come out, and well, gotta say thank you to all the partners and that make this wonderful event happen. And what you see in the monitor right now is the star players of PP. He actually be the shot caller, I believe, of the team EVOS. And now, we just got into the band peak phase. Let's do
Your team is
game
banned.
number 2, EVOS Esports versus Cignal Ultra.
Cignal Ultra taking the first BP and EVOS Esports as the second BP.
Your team is
The first banned heroes will go to Lunox, followed by Harif, banned by EVOS Esports. Kaya will definitely be the next one that gets banned,
team
and then
is banned.
afterwards, maybe
We haven't
EVOS
seen
Esports want to
Kaya
ban.
not even once today.
Yes.
They all got banned in the fall.
We only saw that yesterday,
Your
but for
team
today
is
it's understandable due to divine judgment. Dazima Kimi will be the one that is going to be banned out by EVOS Esports. Kufra is available.
Then like this should be a first pick drop indeed.
EVOS
And
Esports is
your
going to go
team
for
is
Kufra and
picking.
Cho then.
Kufra, Leomore.
I would say it's Leomord is possible, but knowing them, they might go for Kufra Cho. They might.
Yeah, because they need an initiator. And Joe is a very good initiator.
Well, so if I'm not wrong, JPL plays a mean Cho. But the thing is, would Ace be the one playing as the Kufra? The Kufra is understandable. We will always see the Kufra pick, but right here,
it might be
Team is
Grok Show. I think
Interesting.
Grok Show and another mate would be a great idea.
so Potato will be the one be playing as Claude. So Claude, the marksman slash fighter is out. Let's take a look at Cignal Ultra now. They have the one tank that is done and picked already. Minotaur is not banned, Diggy is not banned, none of them is picked out just yet. But it does seem like Cignal Ultra is gonna finish it up with a Cho,
Hayabusa.
followed by a
Your
Hayabusa.
team
No
is
Hayabusa,
picking.
so they have an assassin, the one who's gonna do damage already. What we have in the pool is Gusion. I am not sure if it's gonna get banned right here or not.
Minotaur
Minotaur, yeah.
or Esmeralda.
I think
It's either gonna be a Minotaur or Esmeralda.
because he's a good opener. You need something to and also the AOE spells and also the AOE spells at the and it's
Minotaur.
yeah.
So that
Your
means that
team
EVOS
is
Esports
banned.
will have to get that Diggy banned out as soon as possible. With Gusion banned out,
Your team
understandable,
is
and the
banned.
right move, EVOS Esports will have to get that Diggy banned out, or else that Cignal is Cignal Ultra. they will get the Digi and then they will translate that Cho over to be a to be a fighter role instead, because that is still possible for Cignal Ultra.
I would like to see something new. I don't know. I would like to see something out meta as a secret weapon, because this is a perfect time to go. The most important match of the tournament, you have to have some Guinevere match out. Yeah, and come on.
Are they going to pick up the... No, they can't pick up the Digi. They have to go for a single mage and a single fighter. Yeah, one single mage, one single fighter. The mage can be Kadita. It might be the last pick.
Kadita, yes,
it could be Selena as well.
Yeah, I think Selena is not bad.
It could be the last pick as well. But the thing is, I think that Thamus or Leomord is going to be the priority right here. And it does seem like they might lock down onto the Thamus. There we go, the Thamus is going to be locked down. The thing is, Cignal Ultra, they are still rather flexible. They are going to pick up the Kadita. That is going to be a steal. And the Digi, that's the one.
They are really good at it.
Yeah,
you know,
that's the Digi.
They didn't even care about like, yeah, man, broke the meta. I'm just gonna pick 2 supports or maybe 1 support, 1 mage, because they did it yesterday. They have A stage even. Oh my.
So here's the thing. We are going to see Grok as a tank. We will see the Cho as the fighter.
Yes.
The support coming in from Digi. So this is the thing that I expect to see.
One more time. Well, they having Alice instead of Team Cignal Ultra. This is the first time that I see EVOS pick Alice.
That means that the Minoan Fury coming in from EVOS Esports might just end up to be a wasted ultimate most of the time, because it's just going to be completely nullified by time journey most of the time now. It's going to be a tough game to tell. I do not know what is going to be the final lineup, but
yes.
I do understand the need to ban out Guinevere because of, well, the fear that Guinevere strikes upon her enemies. But the thing is, I still feel that the direct counter of Digi should be banned out instead of a Guinevere. We'll see about that.
Okay, let's do some quick intro first before we go in on something. Kadita by the Desania, and Digi played by Tets, Grok by D,
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
Hayabusa by Yaku, and Joe
5
by
seconds
Phil.
till the enemy
On
reaches
the other side of EVOS
Smash
Esports,
them.
we have Soul that's going to be playing as
Ultras
Claude,
deployed.
JBL onto Kufra, Ace as to onto the Raging Minotaur, and Potato as the Thamus, and oh dear Bambi is going to be playing as the
Look at that! Look at that! I can feel that it's going to be the fight right off the bat. Come in already for the Ocean auditing. Spinning around. Power Danger almost killed that the Kadita. That was a great early game damage from Grok. This is the reason why he is the most picked hero in this tournament. Meanwhile, Joe is having problem dealing with Claude at the bottom. he getting sold out the creep so much.
It's really unfortunate, but it's fine. Claude is currently only at level 1. He's not even at level 2
and it's gonna be the first time using the going for the team fight. Threat of the Ocean already being released, but he didn't hit anything, and he get punished right away. First one who goes out is Kadita. What a great start by team the EVOS.
And it is fine, and it is great. Even Claude did join in the fight and got himself a little bit of an assist for all of that action. In the meantime, top lane, the auto alarm bomb dealing quite some damage around the Potato. Yaku and Tess will have to defend the river crab and get that for themselves.
Thamus is coming out with his spells, but he's gonna get punished too. It's time to call your axes back, Thamus.
My oh my, JPL came in right on time with the Tyrant's Revenge. Even Thamus with the size didn't really quite do much, but as long as he's able to push Yaku and Tess away from Minotaur to prevent them from gaining one more kill, it's more than enough, and it's really well played coming from JPL.
Thamus is trying to use his golden sizes to stop Hayabusa from taking down the tower. I think this is a pretty smart lane from the EVOS side, trying to stop that Hayabusa. And now they send in Minotaur too. Minotaur still holding his stomp jump.
That's going to slowly make their way. This is the farming stage, but mostly the mid lane is where all the action lies to, and a lot of rotations going to happen. Now, I believe that the rotations coming in from Cignal Ultra were to support the bottom lane and get the kill onto Soul. But the thing is, it is a Claude that we're talking about. He has Dexter as a
but
as a
look at
partner.
that in the middle lane. All of them is grouping up. It's gonna be the first big team fight in this game for Alice. All stuck in the red of the ocean. It's time to go in for team. Let's go now. Cignal. Samus trying to hold down with the mentor. And now nice one slant in. Joe with a double kill. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just a slain.
It's a really well play coming in from Cignal Ultra, especially Desania, who is playing as Kadita with double breath of the ocean, and it's just like that, he managed to CC 2 times in a row with her breath of the ocean. The first one with 2 men CC, the second one also with 2 men CC. In the meantime, at the bottom lane side, we do have Grog that managed to get a kill right on the front. Unfortunately for him, he will go down Desania with the rough waves, getting that turtle.
Alright, man, that was a pretty good start from the Cignal Ultra side. 3-1, and the difference between the goal is around 2.2k. Samus still trying to throw the molten sides in order to kill all the creep wave and stop Hayabusa from taking towers. If you play Hayabusa and you cannot get the early tower, it's gonna be hard for you. Instead of getting tower, they're gonna that tower is gonna get break down too.
So right here, JPL has met up with Few at the bottom lane side. It is a 1-for-1 fight, and they have to defend the turret.
Time to
Yako
go
with
in,
his shurikens.
Power Nature, maybe trying to set up the barrier, maybe do a wild charge school for D. Hayabusa throwing some shuriken, kill all the creep wave and force them to go back too.
I don't think that the wild charge would do anything at this moment of time. In the meantime, Diggy as well as Kadita is just going to appear right in the middle lane. The reverse time, followed by the breath of the ocean and the rough waves. That is an insane combination that they cannot escape at all.
Yeah.
Wombo combo.
Yeah, it's time to go to do some barrier, block, and take that turret. That was good tactic. There's nothing Minotaur could do about. What Shadows when it comes out is a 1v1 fight. Can they catch that Hayabusa? No way, man. The guy is too fast.
But the thing is, the top lane defense turret for the Cignal Ultra has already went down due to the previous fight at the top lane. And that means that EVOS Esports have a slight edge when it comes to the top lane pushing. But it's fine because Cignal Ultra has got the middle lane turret down as well. So that is a 3,000 goal advantage for Cignal Ultra for now.
I think the mid-game transition is the most important thing in this match. I mean, if you have a wait at the bottom lane, if you have a really good, at least he's gonna dive in or what? He dive in and then he didn't dive in. He was brought back by the Joe.
This is a very similar game to the previous one, whereby Cignal Ultra picks off EVOS Esports one by one, which is what EVOS Esports did previously in that game just now as well.
Storm jump is ready, and it seems like Minotaur, he just have to storm jump to get away from that Minotaur Fury.
That's weird. Instead of going in for the Minotaur Fury, he actually stomped out to make sure that he is safe. But it's fine as well. In the meantime, top lane, we got a Wheel of Dragon right on top of Potato, followed by the Shadow Kill. Right on Potato, right of course. Even the Cauldron Inferno was not able to save him with the damage coming in from the Shurikens.
Joe playing so good in this one. He piloted by Phil. Unlike the previous game, he's everywhere and gives a lot of the assets. Grog now in big trouble. He being spotted by a lot of players from Team EVOS. Alice now level 8.
And it's going to be tough. The turtle is out now. They have to decide how are they going to take this out. If they're going to go for it, are they just going to show EVOS Esports, hey, we are here, knocking on to the doors of the turtle.
I kind of like how Joe plays. Even though he has a low HP, he still want to just go in. But look at that, they were being forced out by the Claude. Samus throwing some molten thighs as well. And now Glock taking damage for his teammate. Joe is still in the middle, and now Wave the Dragons. Unstoppable side for Joe.
Well played coming from Joe, and just like that, they managed to get another kill on the Kufra, one by one, like I said. In the meantime, Hayabusa doing what he does the best, at the top lane, taking the shots one by one. And the shadow kill does so much damage. He still has his shadow to get himself away from all of that danger. So, assassinated Claude, that is one thing. He managed to push down the top lane turret. That is another thing. This is definitely according to Cignal Esports now.
This is not looking good. The Breath of the Ocean didn't hit anyone too. Cignal Ultra gathering up, trying to take down the mid-tier to turret. Can they go in? Breath of the Ocean hits, but no follow-up.
I don't think that this is going to be a difficult task for Cignal Ultra. They have to choose either they want to go to mid lane, bottom lane, or they just make sure that they have the map control. They do not have to do anything. They just need to
Now
make sure.
Ultra coming out with the side off with the power nature. First trying to just smack that guy to the wall. Minotaur died at the wall. He tried to jump over the wall, but he died first in the air.
Here's what I did not expect. Cignal Ultra actually using the abilities and skills to get a kill onto Minotaur, because this is not something you do commonly. You do not bother to waste all your skills, especially for Desana to use rough waves even on a tank. You want to use it at the back line.
You are saying that is kind of waste skill for Cignal Ultra? You say?
Yes, exactly. But the thing is, it does seem like the cooldown for rough waves is already back up.
Yeah, man.
Esports,
It's time to break
fair.
in. They're trying to break into the Singaporean heart right now.
Pool is open up.
Top lane is about to go down. Morphin's trying to slow him down, but he's not going to help. And now it's time to go for the mid lane too. Monster kill for that Joe. Joe is too good in this one, but however, Team EVOS Esports is not going up that easily. They're trying to push back. And now setting up the barrier, trying to block that Minotaur to prevent him from going back into the base, but he's still going back safe.
It is all good for now. Cignal Ultra does have a total of 11,000 gold advantage, and that means a lot. And of course, Yako, he does have 2 items up already. So that is pretty insane. If I'm not wrong, I saw an endless battle and the blade of hypotheses. So that is 2 items, and that probably is the reason why he was able to completely assassinate Soul away from the game in the previous fight just now.
And let's see how they're gonna push out. Cignal Esports setting a defense outside the base of Team EVOS. EVOS aiming on that rock. Goes in, Storm Jump didn't hit anyone, but he is ready with Mino on Fury. This is something that Cignal need to be careful.
They don't Cignal. Well, I wouldn't say that Cignal have to be careful with the Minoan Fury due to the fact that they do have a Diggy.
Oh
Time
yeah, I forgot
Journey.
that, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be completely negating the ultimate of one hero.
But what will happen if Dicky himself gone on first?
He will, or if he dies first, then that's
Then
that.
it's pretty
But
much over, right?
Yes, that's right. So what
That means
they can
that
do,
means all of the players of
They have to
Team
kill
EVOS
Dicky
have to
first.
kill Dicky first.
they have to kill
And look
Diggy
at the
first.
positioning of Dicky. He
That is
always
bad.
stays behind. He
That-
always stays back.
Yeah,
right?
and Diggy has immortality now. How do you kill Diggy now?
Yeah, let's go in and let's take down the tower first. And it's time to go for the try, ladies and gentlemen. Breath of the Ocean didn't hit anyone, but it doesn't matter because they are pushing in, setting up the barriers, spinning around with the power laser, wild charge already. The fight happening nearby the try, and the try being attacked too. Can they defend? Dropping quite low, got life for show, and we are going game number 3.
And just like that, with a just like that, it's really fast for this game, as it does seem like Cignal Ultra did manage to get another win, or rather their win against EVOS Esports, making it into a nice balance of 1:1.
Wow, just wow, man.
Like I said,
Really?
there's going to be 3 games.
So before we coming to classes, me and Aswak are actually having a guess that, hey, do you think like we have 3 best of 3 matches today, and then how many games in total do you think we have to cast? And then I was like, I'll just go for 7. So then the guy was like, I'm going for 8. So we still.
Are you out of the game yet?
No, not yet.
If the finals is 2-0, then
Yeah.
you win.
Then-
But if the
yeah,
final
then I
is
win.
2-1, then I win. But the sad thing is there's nothing on the line.
Yeah, but you know, but the guessing, all these are not
It's
that
all-
important
yeah.
as the quality of the game that we have seen here. It's such a great series here. It's 1-1, and every single game are breathtaking.
Exactly. Now the thing is, EVOS Esports, I actually do not know what went wrong there. The
Yeah.
is a complete turnaround. It is EVOS Esports didn't have the original, momentum. They didn't have the original aggressiveness. Perhaps because they do not have the Kimi now. But the thing is, I've seen them without their Kimi a few times, and it didn't falter them at all. They used to have a really strong Lunox.
They have a
which
good
is Bambi.
alternative from
Yes,
Kimi.
Bambi plays a mean Lunox. That is what I know. Potato plays a mean Hayabusa, and if I'm not wrong, plays a mean Selena as well. It's
Oh,
either Bambi
yeah.
or it was Potato. I can't remember.
Ali, Moskov, and Gusion for Bambi.
Have yet to see a Harley yet.
I mean, at this last game of the series,
They have to pull
I
out the
still
trump card now.
insist that we want to see something out the meta, something that you keep it at a super secret weapon. I mean, I don't believe that playing a meta heroes against the is going to like work that well in the last game of the
Sometimes,
series.
yes. Who knows? Maybe we'll see Estes along with 3 mages this time.
Yeah, like just now, like the game just now, the Cignal was they were so close to getting eliminated out of the tournament, and then suddenly they pull out with the Dicky that we didn't even, it's kind of surprised me as
Exactly.
well.
The thing is, Diggy was a really good pick coming in from Cignal Ultra, but we'll hold that thought for a while as you guys are able to see the brackets. 1-1. The next game is going to be the deciding factor, and also the game that both sides will be clenching on for their hopes to get into the grand finals now. It is their last chance and their last game. If they were to lose this one, well,
I really have no idea who's
it's
going to
be
be
the
the
last
last game of the series, man.
Exactly.
Really, it's really close fight.
but do not forget, ladies and gentlemen, this is not, after this game, it is not the end. We are only looking at the semi-finals, and heck, the semi-finals is already this entertaining. What lies ahead in front of us when we enter into the grand finals?
Yeah, and the first grand finalist is PSG.RRQ.
And PSG.RRQ is definitely not the force. Definitely.
They haven't dropped any single game in this tournament.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Oh,
haven't. Not at all. 2-0 in the first day, 2-0 in the second day, and who knows, it might be 2-0 in the grand finals.
Maybe we'll see.
Maybe.
We'll see. Maybe we have a team that is able to get a single point out of them. But the question is it going to be EVOS Esports SG, or is it going to be Cignal Ultra? We'll have to wait to find that out.
Yeah, but anyway, some good news for all of us is we're gonna have the Geek Fam, another top team of this tournament. Geek Fam meet and greet at 3:30 over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so-
on the left side of the stage, if you see, you can meet the Geek Fam player, have a chat with them, have a selfie, or
Yep.
even having something signed by them.
Yep. So at for whoever that is at the current venue right now, if you know about Geek Fam and you are a constant supporter of them, go take a look. Go join them at the meet and greet at the stage right next to the Razor Gold booth. There is this this place that you are able to see. There's a table, there's chairs, and that is where you'll be able to see your fellow Geek Fam members.
I think it's happening in 5 minutes.
What time is it now?
Yeah.
Yep, about 5 minutes. And fair enough, 5 minutes is probably the time whereby we advance into the next game as well. 5 minutes perhaps. But in the meantime, we'll just talk a little bit more about, the hero pickups, hero lineups. But most importantly, I actually want to ask you, why do you think that EVOS Esports let away that Digi to Cignal Ultra, despite it is
They didn't even expect to see a Dicky, but I'm not sure if they watched I'm pretty sure they watched yesterday we played, but if they did, then they supposed to know that Cignal Ultra are a team that is so good when it comes to picking a surprise strat and all that. And they like yesterday, who knows, we're gonna see like A stage and all the Barrick A stage, 2 supports, 1 Barrick. You think
it could be
really
possible.
out of world?
It could be. It could be possible to see Estes in the game again. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe Cignal Ultra themselves is the only one that knows of that information. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching from home and you are excited to take a look at the grand finals here at Suntec City Convention Center, 404 to Hall 404 to 406, you are not too late. You can make your way down as soon as possible and try to catch the grand finals game in action all by yourself.
Far at all.
Yeah, it's not far
the
at
traffic not even jammed compared to the place that I am from. I'm from Bangkok. Singapore traffic is just heaven to me.
Maybe next time when I go to Bangkok, you can show me around the place.
Oh yeah. Well, are you ready to stuck in the traffic for maybe like 2 or 3 hours a day in Bangkok?
Yes.
No, I'm kidding, man. we have the public transport. Yeah, but it's still the number one in the world.
Congested area.
Yeah, I guess a lot of people over there, and yeah, the way we drive are actually the main thing.
Well, I sat in, I went to Bangkok a few times and I sat in the taxis before, and honestly, I just do not know exactly. I'm rather speechless because it is rather hard to drive in that kind of conditions, and in fact, I don't even see a single accident whenever I go to Bangkok. I don't see a single accident. And in the meantime, when I'm just driving by PIE, there's one.
Yeah, they are good. They are good in driving fast.
Speaking of driving fast, going to the game fast is also another thing that we are good at. Just like that, you know, we just change the scene to the game already. And just like that, we got the first ban is going to be Harith. And that's not something that I expect to see actually. I'm expecting to see Lunox, which happened to be banned. Kaya will be banned by probably Cignal Ultra. But I think that EVOS Esports will want to ban something else.
Lunox is always a respect ban.
Yeah, they do not want to give Lunox Bambi.
Yeah, yes. I'm about to say that Bambi is one of the best Lunox players in the world.
There is no doubt about that they have to get rid of Lunox. But the thing is, EVOS Esports, what is going to be a final ban, and the ban is going to be Joe. And for Cignal Esports, oh damn, it's either going to be Kimi or it's going to be Kaya. That's the question. EVOS Esports can snap pick either one of them. So you know what, Cignal Ultra, maybe don't ban either of those at all. Don't ban either of those, so that you give EVOS Esports one of the top ban heroes. You take one of the top ban heroes and Grok.
Yes.
So that Kimi is going to be given over to EVOS Esports. In response, Cignal Ultra will pick up the Kufra as well as the Grok. Very similar to game 1.
Worth it?
Very similar to game 1. I do not think is that worth it. Maybe if they do have a strategy or a counter against Kimi, then heck yeah. Gushen. Oh no.
Your team is
Here's the thing, now they are not going to lock onto the Kufra. EVOS Esports will then get the Kufra and the Cho. No, Cho is now banned. There could be a possibility of Arkai. Or even
Arkai, yes, I kind of agree with you with them having an Arkai.
Or maybe just go for the mage first, unless they want to get a mage over to, you know, Kimi. There's so much possibilities that you can actually play for EVOS Esports. Kufra is down for sure.
I can't wait for what the Cignal Ultra is going to pick. I believe it's going to be something.
Hayabusa.
It's Hayabusa.
Hayabusa potato now. So there's the thing. Desania, they cannot pick the Minotaur because it will be given. Oh, actually they can. They can pick up the Minotaur, and then they are going to be. They can ban the Diggy afterwards.
Okay.
But they're going to pick up the Diggy. Is that what they're going to do?
I think so, because they're having a good experience with Diggy. In the first day they used Diggy, they won. Today, in the second game they used Diggy, they won. So why not?
It's going to be a sitting ultimate.
I mean they just, in this case they just casually pick Diggy. They didn't even have to see what they're gonna pick next. I'm feeling comfortable with this hero. I'm feeling comfortable with the time journey. I believe that at least if I use time journey, I could save everyone from the Tyrant's Rage, and it's worth it already.
That is true. But how about Guinevere? The thing is, there's still heroes to ban. Esmeralda can be banned, but I don't think that Cignal Ultra needs to go for that at all. So Leomon is banned,
yeah.
understandably. EVOS Esports, they, Cignal Ultra can ban the Thamus. You don't really need to. You can ban the Archive, you can ban the Minotaur. You don't have to ban the Minotaur actually. But there is a certain way that you can counter Digi. And in this event, because you have Kufra, you can make the Digi force out the time journey. And then your Minotaur comes in with
Forced by what? By the
Tyrant's
Tyrant's Rage? Or
yes,
the
forced
Bouncing Ball?
Tyrant's Rage.
Oh, Tyrant's Rage.
Forced
But don't you
Tyrant's
think
Rage.
Tyrant's Rage is
Bouncing
actually
Ball is possible as well.
important skills? I think it might be he might turn himself into the Bouncing Ball and try to force that Digi away or put the pressures on him until he releases time journey.
There is a lot of possibilities.
And then after that, just trying to clip them with Tyrant's Rage.
It could be possible as well, but there is so many things that EVOS Esports can do. They don't exactly have to play around Digi at this point of time. Time journey, stuff does stuff. But Cignal Ultra, they have got their mage, and that is going to be Gusion. All they gotta have left is going to have a marksman. In this case, this might be the first time we'll be able to see Grandeur coming in from Cignal Ultra.
Oh my goodness! Harley, that's what I'm talking about. Since before the draft start, I said if you have some secret weapon, it's time to draw it out in the most important game of the series. And also, for
Bambi.
And it's Harley.
Is it really going to be a Selena?
Selena.
That is it.
What
Ladies
a
and gentlemen.
draft!
What a draft indeed. Said by the man Cyclops himself. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be game number 3 of this best of 3 series of the semifinals of EVOS Esports against Cignal Ultra. And this is the draft. With Potato playing as Kimmy. We got JPL playing as Kufra. Soul onto Hayabusa, Ace onto Akai, and Bambi onto the Harley. We are finally going to see Harley. In the meantime, Cignal Ultra.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do Cignal Ultra. On the field, I'm playing Selena, Yaku and Thamus, D on Grok, Disney on Gusion, and Tets on Digi.
Now, my oh my, the Digi. Well, let's think about this. Time journey. Time journey can actually save your allies when they try to use a mobility skills within the bouncing ball. But that is not the most important thing. Now, Digi can use time journey to help his teammates escape away from Hurricane Dance. But the thing is there anyone that actually picked up Purify? If it's possible for the observer, help me see whether any of the heroes use Purify.
Okay, let's take a look at the lane. Oh, three in the middle lane. Arkai, Harley, and also the Kimi stay together. Let's stay together.
Okay, we're not gonna erupt into that song.
You like that song?
It's not bad, but it is a very, very old song.
Love it, man. Our green, I remember.
Yako tried to go for the steal of the buff, but this is the time for EVOS Esports to actually make a move and go for a rotation.
Yeah, this is gonna go in first. Somebody get blocked behind the barrier, turn himself into the bouncing ball just in order to get away and go for another beast. Meanwhile, D moving in with the Power Nature and the Razor. Palmas also coming in with the Molten Size, all dropping quite low. First blood go to Gusion, and not a great no! Phil, got one more, double kill for Phil. It's 2 down in total. However, with the poker trick, Harley slid one off.
That is so not worth it, but here we have another one coming from Gusion, and Desania will be able to clip all their Bambi away.
This is getting interesting. 4 kills from the first team fight.
A counter crash.
Alright, coming back. Man, I think everyone that stays here in esports stadia, I think it's time for you to cheer out loud to the Singaporean side because they really need it. They are in a bad situation, a bad start from Team EVOS. The only, only thing that can help them right now.
This is going to be tough. EVOS Esports, they try to go for the offensive. In the meantime, they can get the kill onto Soul at the bottom lane with the help of Selena, most definitely. And here, like I said, EVOS Esports, they try to go for the offensive. They try to be as aggressive as they can. They try to go and get the buff, but in the end, Cignal Ultra,
they have to be careful about the Gusion going in once again for Gusion. The guy and the sister, the barber.
Tough boots coming in from Yako now. Man, oh man. The turtle is now up for the taking.
You know, when every time I see the Kimi, it always remind me of the Ghostbuster. He's floating around, shooting. Here we go, another Ghostbuster coming out. They're trying to contest for the turtle.
Looks like Harley will be able to successfully clip the turtle all for himself and take that credit for the kill. In the meantime, 2-5 in advantage for Cignal Ultra, and of course a advance. Oh, hold on a second, the middle lane. Time journey? Okay.
Kimi. Energy transformation, and he keep on shooting. 78 damage. And now he's trying to take down the first turret. Meanwhile, he's just gonna dive into the one who's stuck at the turret, his Samus, but however, his teammate moving in to help D.
More damage coming straight in. JPL goes in for revenge, and here goes the Fury. Ran on test, but he managed to sprint himself across the battlefield and was able to get himself away from all of that danger. In the meantime, EVOS Esports, they would want to knock on the doors of Cignal Ultra very soon.
It might go in again. Molten Sign's already being used. If EVOS want to go in, keep in mind that Kufa doesn't have the Tyrant's Rage, but they're just gonna come in and steal the beast only.
There's no Hurricane Dance as well.
They don't wanna fight, and now they already retreated.
No Hurricane Dance as well. They have to be extremely careful. They only do have Deadly Magic. They have Shadow Kill. In the meantime, JPL does seem like he's eating a little bit of that auto alarm bomb, just a little bit at the middle lane. And here we have Cignal Ultra might want to get the push down here in middle lane.
You have to be careful. Oh no, let's go in first. Gusion waiting for his teammate. He used himself to tank, but he's not a tanker. He can deal the damage. Hayabusa comes in, but die real quick for the Cignal Ultra. He get power nature and then follow up with Dicky. All the stuff can easy kill.
My oh my, EVOS Esports not having a good day here. Game number 1 was great. Game number 2 wasn't so good, but game number 3, it is all for them to decide if whether they want to make that the best game of their lives, or it's just going to be another defeat against CIG. We'll see exactly how that's going to work out, as we do have D going straight in with the power of nature.
Nice one going out with the knock up and slaying one down. That's what they need to do. Double kill Kufa. This one also good. The Tyrant's Red. Triple kill for Kufa.
So what? That is a motivational talk coming in for EVOS Esports. That can be. We've had a cooldown. I can go to have some motivational talk right now, but in the meantime, we do have Selena going in for that kill right on the Bambi. Well, they managed to get 3 kills for Kufra, and they also managed to get that turtle.
Don't forget the Bambi is actually one of the best Harley players too, even though we haven't seen him play this hero for a while because of Ultimate. Now let's take a look at the team fight first. Have 8 piece already. They all need to run away. Kufra, Gusion with the Slaughter, and now he got 1 more kill. Counting for Gusion.
It is fine for EVOS Esports now. Now you think, you look at the kills, 6-8. You look at the turrets. We have 2 kills, we have 2 turrets down for EVOS Esports and 1 turret down for Cignal Ultra. It is fine now because EVOS Esports, they have the upper hand by 1,000 gold lead, and that is weird. Now we've got Cignal Ultra actually managing to get the buff in.
Yeah, Shadow Quad already comes out. They are setting up the gang. Yeah, they want to go in. Somebody stays in the bush and now goes in with the bouncing ball. No, it's actually Akai jumping in with 1,000 powder. He still has his Hurricane Dance. Slaughter, Shadow Blade Slaughter already comes out. Spending too much time on the setup, and in the end, it's Selena who just get them first.
Selena did manage to get a kill, a clip off right on the Kimi, and that will stop him, or rather stop Potato, to farm even more. His stats isn't looking very good. 0-3-4. In the meantime, middle lane.
Yeah, what a last game of the series. Spinning around for the power nades, the barriers, everything comes out. Shuriken just trying to clear all the creeps. They are ready to go in. Akai, come on, man, do something.
It's gonna be pretty bad. We do have a couple of auto alarm bombs coming in from Diggy, just placing it all the way around the middle lane. The middle lane turret is really low with just a sliver of HP. CIG just have to deal damage in drips and drabs onto the lane. But in the meantime, Audio Baby goes straight in for the Deadly Magic followed by Poker Trick. Not enough damage, unfortunately.
Yeah, not enough damage. Now it's time for team maybe for CIG to just push back. Cignal Ultra, Shadow Blade Slaughters already comes out, but he also dropping quite low. Gusion needs to be careful. At the same time, at the bottom lane, enemy turret tier 2 so falls down by that Kimi. Kimmy, the Ghostbuster, keep on shooting. The machine gun kill. They just gonna dive in for the tier 2 tower. Can they get away? Yaku dropping low. And now, ooh,
Looks
what
like it's going to be a 1-for-1.
I think some
is
fun
worth it.
happening in the middle.
It is extremely worth it. In the meantime, in the middle side, we do have Ace trying to defend the middle lane tower. He was getting petrified, and just like that, Gronk with the power of nature closes this down. They will be able to get 1 kill along with the first middle lane turret.
Come on. Man, who's gonna come out of this game alive? Even I am the commentator, I still don't know.
It's really hard
What do you guys think in the chat? The guys who watch this game through the Facebook page or on Twitch or anywhere on the internet, YouTube as well, feel free to type it down. Type 1 if you support Cignal Ultra and type 2 if you support EVOS Esports. Do it now, as they all need your help.
They all need the support now because this game is an entirety stalemate, and both both team knows as Ace goes straight in with the Hurricane Dance, but we do have the time journey coming in properly by Test. We do have the magic. He will be able to clear that off, and in the meantime, Yaku goes straight in corner and Inferno will be able to save him alive. But unfortunately, Gusion, he will not be able to stay alive. Phil goes straight in. HP is down. We do have another one coming straight in. Bambi, he wants more damage. Poker Trick, Hugo, Yaku.
What a crazy fight! Yeah, what a crazy fight! And they failed to fight that Kimmy in that team fight. They're trying so hard with all initiators of team Cignal, but a great positioning coming out from Potato. Even though his name looked delicious, but he got a great positioning, I believe. But yeah,
I'm hungry now.
What a great play by team EVOS Esports, and Kimmy stays alive.
That's a
11 to 13 game score, 26k net worth for team
Lord,
EVOS and
resurrecting
24
soon.
for team CIG.
My oh my, the Lord is available for the taking now. Great initiation coming in from Ace in the previous
Okay,
round.
let's go for round 2. Let's go to the middle. Come on, camera. Let's do it. They are setting up the fight now. I think the Lord is ready, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. Guys,
The Lord he is going to prepare for it.
yes.
Cignal Ultra, are they completely oblivious with this current context? In the meantime, at the top lane,
no, they're just gonna get caught. It might be another fight. They already started the fight. They slaughter, Shadow Blade, everything, dropping quite low. Half HP's already, but Fusion slash the backline first. It looks so good for the Filipino side. 1 hit away from Akai. He get into the bush, but that's where he dies. Killing spree. However, Kufa still gets something out of it. Kufa alone, bouncing ball. This is a pure individual skill. Double kill. Kufa stopped by Selena. Arrow. Oh man, spinning around for the power nature. Turn himself into the ball once again. Come on, hit me, kick me.
Hayabusa! Take away Hayabusa!
Look at that, he already got the bottom lane. Just when nobody cares about him, he just got
bottom lane, Hayabusa!
Can he do something out of that Shadow Claw, everything, Shadow Strike maybe?
Is it worth it? It's not worth it!
Oh, I think so. He deals a lot of damage with
He
power.
does a lot of damage. My oh my, JPL, he did manage to stick 3 men into the middle lane. He bought enough time. He got the kill onto Tex. He managed to steal it away from Selena. In the meantime, here in the middle lane, right in front of the throne of the Lord, we do have decided to try to go straight in, but he got Daddy Magic and Poker Trick. I think he's dead. But no! In the meantime, we do have CIG rushing straight in onto EVOS Esports. 3 men down.
What a crazy game we have here. Like the network between 2 teams are pretty much even. Now it seems like Team EVOS have to sacrifice that. Arrows is gonna hit. This is gonna charge inside the bush. No, JPL. Let's show me some magic, JPL, just like what you did just now. Turn yourself into a ball. Arrow comes in. Tyrant's Rage in order to stop all them 2 knocked down with JPL. Can they get the Lord? Who gonna get spinning around? JPL got it. And the Lord! Oh my God! JPL running away. He gets some HP at the same time, moving in with the Hellcat down. Nice hit by the Ace.
And just like that, the Lord will fight for EVOS Esports, and Cignal Ultra have to defend against the Lord instead. My oh my, well played coming from EVOS Esports. Just like exactly how are they supposed to do
What is
this?
Make me, I think I understand the Mobile Legends no more. I'm not sure what actually happened like this, you know. It's too crazy. And now, when I thought about the crazy, they are about to go for another round. The adrenaline of the players, I believe, is all-time high.
The game is coming into a close soon. It is getting real late. The only reason, literally the only reason that Kimi should die is because he ate the abyssal arrow or the Sanya.
Now you need to be careful about the cooldown, the bouncing ball of JPL, because that is actually the most important skill in this one. And now let's take a look at the bottom lane. JPL, Pyro to dash himself out of the barrier. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, EVOS is trying to push in. Can they push into the base?
Top lane is pushed up, mid lane is pushed up as well. He is in the center of everything. We got Abyssal Arrow eaten by Akai. He blocks it for the team. Middle lane turret is down low. Bottom lane turret is down low as well. And it is about time for EVOS Esports to turn this game around.
Yes. It seems like it's just gonna fall back just a little bit, playing a little bit too chill and waiting for the creep wave to hit. Akai clear all the creep wave, and at the same time Dicky sending in the auto alarm bomb as well. So it's not that easy to push in. Talmos also sent out his scythe.
Ladies and gentlemen, this may very well be the conclusion of this game on 3 semi-finals. As we can feel go straight in. Baby, he goes down. Harley is down now. It is a 4v5 at this moment of time. How exactly is Cignal Ultra going to turn this around? EVOS Esports, how are they going to stay alive?
And then like this, EVOS was forced back to fall back. And yep, sending in Abyss Arrow, didn't hit anyone. 16 to 22 game score. We almost reached the 15 minutes of the game. They just have to fall back and wait for the hard carry. For level 14, they need them. Bambi is the most important player in the game, and he plays Harley.
I think at this point of time, EVOS Esports, they can take their time. They need to get a little bit more farm, and they need to make sure that they will not die to Selena, because Selena's damage drop off at the late game. So that Potato can get a little bit tankier and Bambi can get a little bit tankier. They will be able to isolate one man for Bambi himself. He needs to isolate one man.
Oh, goes in with the arrow first. This is the most important team fight of this game. They are about to go in. JPL trying to find the angle from the right hand side, but they cannot get. Hitting each other already. Grok in the front liner trying to spin around with the power nature, force everyone of Team EVOS to fall back into the base.
Tank on tank, but hold on, this might not be the end. I believe that EVOS Esports, they are trying to really sandwich all of Cignal Ultra. Abyssal Arrow shoots out, not gonna hit Potato though, but they want that inhibitor turret. They want to get the turret, and that will go down. EVOS Esports and Cignal Ultra, in terms of gold advantage, they are balanced out now. It is on a stalemate. In the meantime, Hayabusa pushes down in the bottom lane. He forces them to teleport back home. In the meantime, JPL and Ace, they are forcing Cignal Ultra to go back home.
Yeah, man, come on, let's do something. It's time for them to push back for EVOS. EVOS, now they fight each other, turn himself into the balls and bounce here, bounce there, bounce everywhere, shooting the beast arrow too. It's time to go in. The Lord. Another Abyssal Arrow trying to set the tempo right here, but most of the players of Team EVOS stays in the bush, not that far away from the Lord Pit.
Oh no, Blade of Despair is going to be bought by Hayabusa. Now if there is anyone that is going to halt him in his advances to push down the bottom lane, that person is going to be decimated.
Being found already, they started to fight Kufra inside the bush. He's ready to drop a Tyrant's Rage, but he needs to wait for his teammate because he needs to follow up damage. It doesn't matter if he land a good Tyrant's Rage, but no one is there to deal the damage though. Now the rest of Team Cignal Ultra moving in. Gusion is right there, being attacked from the bush. And he's shooting with the ball. Poker Twig dropping quite low. Abyssal Arrow hits.
They have to defend Potato. Potato currently low HP, but it's fine. He has immortality. They are knocking down right onto the Lord. Abyssal Arrow will be eaten by the Lord right now. At the top side, we do have some damage right on the field. As Kufra lands himself right on top of the onto field. That's exactly how Selena is gonna work this out.
Yeah, spinning around and throw another alarm bomb. It seems like the Lord is everything in the game right now.
The bottom lane.
He's trying to defend. It's one by Hayabusa.
Shadow kill.
Yep, no, he's just gonna run away. That was a great play by Soul Kid. Put the pressure on the bottom lane, and at the same time in the middle lane, it's a Shadow Blade Slaughter goes in. Who's gonna get this Lord here? EVOS for Cignal out trying to get away from the Lord pit, but he was hit by Abyssal Arrow.
Abyssal Arrow hits on JPL. We got Taz in low HP. This time and Fear has got away. But Ace goes in with a 1,000 pounder right on Taz. And he have to get himself away. They wasted the time journey. D is currently being sandwiched now.
Then what's gonna happen next? You doesn't have a Dicky ultimate already. Shadow, Shuriken, everything has been used. And now, maybe Hurricane Dance? No. Maybe I think they need to fall back and go to the Lord Pit first and trying to get that one. Playing safe. What's gonna happen next, Abstract?
Well, it is tough to tell. Potato is still knocking onto the Lord. They have to find a way to actually bring down the Lord without giving it away to Cignal Ultra. Lord is at dangerous HP now.
Yeah, man.
Extremely dangerous HP. Oh, for the Hayabusa. Hayabusa.
Can they go in?
Hayabusa.
Straight. Hayabusa, where is
he? Knocks down the bottom lane turret.
Come on, man. Just do something in the middle. Make up your mind. Bottom team is time to go in, especially for Cignal Ultra. You cannot just, hesitate like that and let Hayabusa rally days down. Dropping quite low. Die in the bush. It's time to once he goes in, knock up one more. They all have to retreat back. It seems like Cignal Ultra in a bad situation right here. Hurricane Dance bouncing back. Selena gonna get scanned down, and he got knocked up. Everything. Selena one hit more hard carry. That's might be it.
Soul, he's just gonna delegate himself to the middle lane now. He will be able to get the middle lane turret down. And in the meantime, the entirety of EVOS Esports is just gonna go straight into the base. And Soul even get another kill. Potato is at low HP. They bring down the top lane turret, and they are completely stripped. Cignal Ultra stripped of all in the
respawn out. CIG, they are trying so hard to stay alive. The Filipino representative is still hanging on. No way! They're not dying yet, and they slay back the Hayabusa. They're pushing back off the base. They are not giving up just yet, even though the creep wave is pushing in so hard right now for CIG. It's time for them to push out, get the Lord, and maybe just push back.
It is full items now. Everyone has got full items except for Archive, Diggy, as well as Grok, but it doesn't matter. They just need to be a little bit tankier. In the meantime, it looks like Rock Potion will be bought by Yako.
Another Lord fight about to come out. They are about to start. Potato, all your ultimates need to be ready, but it seems like EVOS only got 4 guys. 4v5 with all the ultimate ready. Abyssal Arrow almost hit. JPL tried to buy some time with the bouncing ball and also the Tyrant's Rage. That is quite pretty dangerous position for all of Team CIG. That's why they have to fall back.
This is gonna be tough. Extremely tough. We do have Hayabusa. He is back in the game now. He is back, and he will be fine now. The Lord.
Do you think they're gonna go in for the Lord?
EVOS Esports even have.
Okay, jumping in for 1,000 powder, but he didn't land his Hurricane Dances yet. Ace. No way.
All ultimates available. Hayabusa doing what he does best. Split pushing the bottom lane, create more diversion. In the meantime, EVOS Esports will have more of that map control so that they can be able to bring down the Lord.
And Lamas also need to spam his mentors, the mentor side as well. Here we go, there's a start attack on that Grok. He takes a lot of damage for his teammate. He is about to spin around with the power of nature. Diving inside for that Ace. Fighting not that far away from the Birch, and now he goes in with one knocked up, one dropping quite low, level 50. I'm not sure who yet, but he's fighting away from the fight. And Yaku.
That's not all. Ace goes in for the Hurricane Dance. He will be able to get a little bit of damage right on the D, a little bit of CC, but in the meantime that is not all important, as we do have Hayabusa. He did manage to push all the way to the bottom lane, channeling all of the shadows to shadows. PHP going down low, but a really nice Mr. Truncheon coming in from the Sonia.
Oh my goodness, he died eventually. Now it's all falls out to only 3. It's time to push out the Cignal Ultra. We're not gonna know who's gonna come out this one alive. Nobody got the ultimate yet. Killing spree. Top lane. Knocked up on 2. Top lane. Push. Can they go for that one? Why you gonna try already? Bambi. One hit and walk. One hit and walk. One hit and through the
EVOS Esports, ladies and gentlemen. EVOS Esports for the semi-finals. Ended the game with grace, with clutch. And that is a close game of this semi-finals round, fit for the champions. That is 2-1 with EVOS Esports going in for the grand finals.
That is 22 minutes the longest game of the tournament. What a crazy one we have here. Wow, just wow. Yeah.
Really, a
It was
game,
a great game.
a game fit for the champions game.
Who knows? That the grand final might even crazier than this, right? Yeah. Yeah. Wow. So we now got our grand finalists. We have team
EVOS Esports now,
Yeah.
and we also have RRQ.
Yeah.
PSG.RRQ against EVOS Esports for our grand champion. Indonesia versus Singapore.
Yeah, I hope you guys both here and also back home having a real entertainment after that series. What a great series. One of the actually the best series I ever cast, the Mobile Legends. I have been to like MSC 2017, 2018, but that one was really heart-wrenching, I can say.
Butt clenching as well.
Yeah, and oh yeah, okay. The grand final starts at 5 p.m. What time is it now? It's 4. We still have
We
like
have about an hour
yeah,
to
about
deal.
an hour. So
yes.
what do you think about the game just now?
Well,
What happened?
that is just way too much action. By the late game, it is too difficult to tell what's happened.
Yeah.
Or it's too difficult to even change anyone's mindset because everything is on the clock. Any wrong mistakes is just gone and gone. Seoul did a massive job pushing down middle lane. Pushing down bottom lane, and that is the main thing that drove CIG crazy.
Yeah, I mean, well, we have to give the credit to Team EVOS that they're playing under the pressure so good.
That is a
Like
lot
the
of pressure.
shot caller, especially from the team captain Bambi, that he decided to just playing hardly and go like hit and walk like that. It was just great, man. It was the right decision of
The thing is,
the tournament.
The thing is, I never expected the one that knocks onto the shrine at the late part of the game to end the game is going to be Harley, a hero that no one would expect to take over the
I
mid.
told you that this, if you have some secret weapon, this is the time to pull out, man. And they actually did. That's why they are one of the grand finalists to go up in the grand final versus Team PSG.RRQ. And yep, before we go into the grand final, we have a little show at the stage right there. Let's pass to our handsome hosts Faraz and Lysander.
Take it away.
All right.
Oh,
All right, man.
Hello.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. That was Lysander, one of the best. Okay,
The best. I always say it's the best one. I really hope the finals can match up because that series, not just that match, that series was insane. Like, you know, the third game, we had a to and fro, and we had a Lord Steal. That was the best thing. I think that actually saved the game for EVOS SG. That was the biggest amount of emotion I've seen come out of that team after they won. Cignal Ultra, they put up a big fight. The first 2-1 we had today as well. Incredible game. And before we go on with today's activities, we just want to do a quick session, give out a couple of prizes to the audience here. They've been so kind to us with their cheers and their claps. And you know, let's give out the first prize first. We don't have a lot of time because today has been so packed.
Yes, we do not. And I'm gonna find somebody to ask the first question from. This question is gonna be super simple. I'm just gonna find someone over here, okay?
Okay.
All you have to do.
We're giving away the Katap frame.
Yeah, no, we have one first. We're gonna start with the Razer $10 code, if I'm not mistaken. All right, all you have to do is tell me the newest hero that just came out in Mobile Legends. A lot of people are using it already. What's his name? Any of you guys want to answer the question? Okay, we got one guy. Wait. Okay, which one? Okay, which one? 1, 2, 3. Put your hands up. Okay, he was already up. Okay, what's the name of the newest hero?
Farmish.
That's right. Hey, Faramis, that's
Farmis
good.
is correct. You just won yourself $10 of Razer Gold credits. Congratulations.
Just Liza, he needs to be careful because his friends are trying to steal the
Oh,
thing.
his friends
Yeah.
are trying to steal his card. Well, folks, don't worry. We have a lot more prizes
We
coming
do.
up. We have a lot of action coming up as well. We got a panel after this to
Yes.
learn about the values in esports.
Yes, we do.
And then after that, of course, we got a special guest and then the grand finals. But we won't spoil too much about it. We got a second question. The second question is for the Kata frame set.
This is the
frame
drone,
kit.
right?
Yeah, it is for the drone and it is worth $75. Why don't you hold on to that? The question will be for those that pay attention throughout this tournament. EVOS SG just won their match and they will proceed to the grand finals. Who will they be facing in the grand finals? Can I have a show of hands? Who wants to answer this question? All right, wait. I'm gonna go up.
We got a couple people over there. We got a couple over here.
All right. On the count of three, who are the opponents for EVOS SG in the grand finals? 1, 2, 3, up. I should not have done this again. It's very hard to pick someone. All right. On the count of three again. 1, 2, 3, up. All right, you over there.
I think, yeah,
I'll
walk to her, don't worry.
All right. So the question is, who are the opponents for EVO SG in the grand finals?
PSG.
PSG. That is correct. Give her a round of applause, everybody. You won yourself a frame set from Qatar. All right, guys. That is all the prizes that we have for now. And later on, we'll be giving more if there's time. Because today's game went to game 3, so you know I didn't expect so much action.
No, I did not.
In this afternoon. I mean, I expected hype games, but we got. The only thing about that was that I feel like that action was so hype. I just hope the grand finals can match it. You know what I mean?
100%. I mean, we have the top 2 teams coming down here and fighting.
Right.
And I think for now we can give these guys a little bit of a break because we will be jumping into, as you mentioned, we have panel sessions coming up as well, and we got special guests and the grand finals, right?
Yep. In the meantime, of course, remember to get the Infinitus app. Watch it in the game. Decide. Watch it in the app. Decide who you think is going to win. Win some diamonds in Mobile Legends. And of course, always have a good time. We're going to go to a break. We'll be right back, guys. Stay with us.
love playing games, and you're always hunting for the best deals. Now you can get more back just from the way you pay. Introducing Razer Gold, the virtual credit for games and entertainment that rewards you back. With Razer Gold, you get to enjoy more savings with exclusive deals. Get access to special bonus gifts and in-game items you can't find anywhere else, like unique weapons and skins. What's more, with every dollar in Razer Gold spent, you'll earn Razer Silver, our rewards program. Just like airline miles, the more you spend, the more you'll earn. Just keep collecting Razer Silver, and once you've got enough, you can redeem it for Razer hardware, games, gift cards, and more. With Razer Gold, you get more savings and gifts, and automatically earn Razer Silver to redeem even more cool gear. It's the best way to get rewarded just for being a gamer. Get started by signing up for a Razer ID on gold.razer.com. Take a moment to verify your account so it's totally secure. And that's it. Start filling up your e-wallet with Razer Gold and enjoy rewards with every spend. So how do you fill up your e-wallet with Razer Gold? It's easier than you think. We've got over 1 million partners and stores around the world, both online and offline, where you can top up your e-wallet with Razer Gold. Don't have a credit card? No problem. Reload your wallet by purchasing these Razer pins. You can easily find them at your nearest convenience store, supermarket chain, or pawn shop. Prefer to do things online? We've got you covered. Reload your wallet with your credit card, internet banking, and even your telco bill via direct carrier billing. Now that you're stocked on Razer Gold and you found something you'd like to purchase, here's how you pay with Razer Gold. Click on Pay with Razer at the checkout segment of your purchase. Log into your Razer Gold account and use your wallet balance to check out. If there's insufficient Razer Gold, simply reload your wallet with a specified amount via online banking, credit card, or buying Razer pins from a store. Here's a sweet deal to get you started. Create an account now and verify, and we'll reward you with 1,000 Razer Silver. Start getting rewarded and getting more back when you pay with Razer Gold now.